Alright, these are probably the most interesting grow lights I've seen in a long time. They have some pretty neat features, so let's check it out. Barrina did send me these lights for free, so we are going to get these unboxed and just see what they have in store for us. These are considered a puck light, and that is with a P. So these are going to be more for like shelves or like little cubbies and more aesthetic displays. Well, like I said in the intro, these are really unique lights and they're very cool, so let's go over some of these features here. So they sell these in multi-packs, which is probably best because you're going to be using more than one most likely, and they do come with a few different things. So at first we do have two little daisy chain cables, and this is so you can connect them together. They do give you a nice short one and a longer one, so I always love different options like this. The short one is nice because a lot of times you are going to put these pretty close, and I don't like zip tying a bunch of loose cabling up because I think it just looks nasty. Again, these are for aesthetics. It does come with a power cord. This one does have a timer. Now normally I'm not really a fan of built-in timers because it limits like how I can do things in my grow room. However, most likely these are going to be up in an actual living space where you don't want a big clunky ugly timer on like a giant power brick, so having this inline thing is pretty nice. These lights do come with two fake coins that you can use in the Aldi shopping carts. Just kidding, these are actually adhesive metal plates, and this is for the very cool feature that we are about to display here, and that is magnets. I actually really like this. I have a lot of metal things and you really can just slap these up anywhere, and I think it's a pretty neat feature. Something that's pretty neat about these magnets too is you don't have to necessarily hang these above the plants. You could put these on like shelf poles or different areas where then they can shine sideways. I just really like the idea that they stick places, and the magnets are surprisingly strong. You can lift these. I was able to lift like 5 pounds with 2 of them, which is just crazy to me. So you don't have to worry about it like falling on your plants or anything. These things have a solid hold, so there's nothing to fear on that part. Now, if you don't have anything metal and you're not wanting to put adhesive things there, or you can't because it's like a wire grade shelf, they did include these little like tabs here where you can use zip ties or string or many other ways to hang this. So I always love when companies give you multiple options because it just makes it really flexible, and you can reuse these elsewhere later if you decide to change your setup, and it just gives you options, and I love that. Each one of these are 9 true watts, so these aren't super powerful in the sense that you can use them as like a giant spotlight on the ceiling and shine down on a plant that's 9 feet away. I definitely would not advise that. Again, these are meant for like in little cubbies or like plant stands that have like a tiered racking system. These are meant to be relatively close to your plants, so do not expect these to be like a giant spotlight from the ceiling. These are like a more intimate light that you would put on a shelving or some sort of cubby. This light does have a dimming feature, and there are 4 different settings, so again, nice for options and flexibility. That's pretty much it for these lights. I do have more future videos planned around these. I am going to do some experiments with these lights because they are pretty consistent, and I have a large set, which means I can get some consistent results. I also want to use these for some terrarium builds I'm working on because they are nice, small, and compact. They're not like massive bulbs, so I really like that, and just the way they can actually plug in via a cord and not a light bulb socket. So this fits a really nice niche, and I can't wait to explore it. Well, that pretty much sums up this video. I hope you guys liked it, and as always, may your plants grow strong and healthy. Keep experimenting. I'll see you next time.